Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Vanessa Buyayi, and yeah, karibuni sana. And yeah, I really do appreciate you guys for joining here. For the oldies, thank you for always supporting me. And if you've not subscribed, kindly do click on the subscription button down there. It has been written subscribe, and I really do appreciate. And aside from that, it will also notify you each and every time that I am able to post a video. Yeah. Today guys, I want us to talk about the issue to do with effects of climate change to women and girls. And the reason why I have decided like that let's talk about this issue today, it's because I'm not being biased with men, but it's because when you see on issues to do with maybe gender roles in our society, most of the women are the ones who maybe look for food, look for water, and they are the ones who have to prepare the meal for the family. And aside from that, even in the leadership positions, we, even though some of the ladies are in those leadership positions, we are not like a lot, not most of us are in those leadership positions, so we don't have the opportunity to be able to express what we as women are feeling, and sometimes even those changes are not happening like at the grassroots, so yeah. And another thing that made me be like, now let's just talk about climate change versus women and girls. It's because of the issue to do with when we compare men and women, women tend to be the vulnerable gender in our society, and thus they end up to be the most affected ones in the society when it comes to the issue to do with climate change. Yeah. And first things first, the one of the reasons or the effects of climate change to our women in the society is the issue to do with these women are exposed to they're exposed to poverty, if I can say that. The reason why I'm saying that they're exposed to poverty is because, for example, recently, some parts of our country, Kenya, have been facing a drought, and we've been seeing the animals or the livestock of these pastoral communities, or the community or areas where people have kept livestock, their livestock dying due to lack of water and food. And in most of these households, this livestock is the source of income to these individuals. Another thing, it's the issue to do with the growing of plants, because of due to the lack of rains for quite a long period of time. Most families or most communities have been unable to cultivate subsistence food that they can use to be able to eat, and the cost of living has also, the prices of food commodities have also gone up because of this issue of lack of rain. And yeah, it affects the women in the community because women have to like purchase those foods, so the price has risen. And as we all know, we're not yet in the second world we are not yet a second world country, but we are progressing to be there. And most of the people, statistically, if we can look into our country, they live on they survive on $1 bob a day, or even less than $1 bob a day. So with the rise of food commodities such as maize flour, such as vegetables, it makes some of them maybe even miss to eat. Yeah. Another issue, it's the issue to do with early marriages. In communities where maybe they have been facing droughts, and mostly these communities where they still embrace early marriages in girls, you see that maybe the father or the head of the family has volunteered to educate their daughters, but now because of drought, they feel that their economic levels cannot be able to sustain these girls, so they opt to give off their girls out for marriage, so that to lessen the burden of the number of people they are supposed to feed in the household. And with this issue, the issue to do with postpartum depression, the issue to do with these girls maybe getting, I've forgotten the disease. Oh my god, oh my god. Getting this disease. I'll, I'll write it down there. Getting that disease are also high because girls who are teenage who give birth early are exposed to that disease. Aside from that, you find that maybe some of these girls are denied the chance of being teenagers. They're denied the chance of being children because automatically if you get married, pregnancy will come and you'll have to raise kids. So a kid raising a kid, you've already denied that child their opportunity to be a child. And aside from denying them the opportunity of being a child, you've also denied them the opportunity of being a child by giving them responsibilities, because they have the responsibilities of taking care of a husband, running a household, issues like that. Another issue, it's the issue to do with the rise of mental health issues. Women who are maybe in the drought-stricken areas, you have to take care of your kids, or the girls who are in the drought-stricken areas, they have to take care of their families, and then you see your loved ones dying, so you maybe undergo depression because of the loss that you're facing. Aside from that, the anxieties, because maybe for a mother, maybe you're taking care of your kids and they become malnourished, so you have the anxieties of any time my child might die. They have fear put into them, post-traumatic stress disorder, maybe after an episode, maybe the floods, maybe the drought, maybe the landslides, so you live with the PTSD of maybe fearing that event reoccurring again or anything like that. So yeah, those are the issues that are affecting our women, and this is not an issue that we as a community, we as a society are supposed to take in lightly. We're supposed to take action ASAP, because if we put a blind eye on this issue, it's continuing to become a big issue in our society. In Swahili tunasema ni ufa, so usipoziba ufa utajenga ukuta, because it will now become an issue that will cost us if we really don't take action now. Another issue, it's the issue to do with gender-based violence. I was talking to a friend in the course on Saturday on my Instagram. We were having a live and we were talking about this same topic, and she told us, she's called John Gishu, she told us that there is a close relationship between climate change and violence. And on this issue of climate change and violence, you see that women are exposed to violence. Maybe the time when they are migrating to go to safer areas, to say areas where they can find food, areas where they are safe from these adverse climatic changes, they are maybe raped, they are sexually abused. Maybe most of the time you find that maybe when these issues are happening, e.g. drought, the fathers maybe leave to go look for food in far areas so that they can bring food back for their family. And when maybe some perpetrators know that the father is not around, they come and they sexually assault these women and girls in the community. So yeah, aside from that, maybe the stresses that the husband might be going through because of the situation, and maybe their mental stability is not, their mental stability, or yeah, we can say psychological security, they're not able to they're not able to take control of the emotions or the feelings they are feeling at that time. Maybe the anxiety, they end up maybe projecting that fear, that anger to their women or their wives by beating them up, by chasing them away because maybe they see them as burden. Yeah, that's all that I had for you guys today, and I hope you've learned something. And my conclusion is, guys, let's take this issue of climate change seriously. Let's stand up, hold hands, let's unite to be able to bring the change that we want in our society. We can work together now. You can start by growing a tree. If not growing a tree, you can reduce the emission of the the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And yeah, with time, if with time we will see a progress, and we will go back to the climate that we used to. Yeah guys, that's all that I had. Till next time, bye bye.